Hey, this is Travis with the Random Commuter. Thanks for joining me on my way to work, and let's get going.
Shut the door.
I know, I'm doing the intro. Well, that's my wife. So I've grown accustomed to a certain number of viewership on this show. So when I see numbers that are out of whack, I'm sitting there going, what's going on? So on the Chevy Bolt Special Edition of Random Commuter, there were like hundreds of views, which this show does not get hundreds of views, but truth be told, doesn't even get close to that. But I was like, what the hell's going on? I called it my sister, and I was like, are you jacking around with, are you just clicking play, whatever. And she said no. So she said it's probably just a Chevy Bolt. People are really into it. They probably expected like a review. And if you'd seen the episode's just really like any other episode, except I'm talking about the fact that I just got it and I was so excited about it and I'm figuring it out. So anyway, she says that's probably why there's so many views. It's like, all right, that's cool. And so I noticed there was a comment, and that's another thing. There aren't very many comments on these things. This guy, girl, I have no idea. It was just the username, but the comment was that that my monologue was very tiresome or tiring or something like that. And if you watch the show, you know what it is. You know this is just me yammering on. So I thanked him for his viewership, and I said to catch all of the really tiresome episodes, make sure to hit subscribe and of course hit like. Yeah. I don't think that's being a prick. I think that's just, acknowledging the comment and moving on. Let's see what's on the radio. Ooh, there we go. Won't you please take me home? Kind of a funny story about this song. Not this song so much as about Guns N' Roses in general. So when I was in middle school, going into high school, what the hell? This car is just spewing smoke all over the place. Anyway, you know how like I had trouble fitting into certain cliques and everything like that. And so I'm like, well, let's just be a stoner. At the time, stoner didn't really mean, I guess it did, depending on whatever. Look, the stoner was the person who looked like basically John Bender from The Breakfast Club. That's just what I was going for. Anyway, so I had a jean jacket, and you're supposed to put a whole bunch of stuff on the back, like pins and safety pins, whatever, and write stuff and everything like that. So I was like, some people had patches that were Metallica and Poison or whatever. So I decided I'm gonna put Guns N' Roses on, but I couldn't get a patch, so I decided I was gonna take black permanent marker and go ahead and write it in. The problem was I wasn't a true metalhead, so I didn't know that Guns N' Roses wasn't Guns N' Roses. Wait, I didn't know that Guns N' Roses wasn't Guns A Roses. It was Guns N' Roses. And I put A. Guns A Roses. And my sister mocked me for that. And then, of course, I can't walk around with that jean jacket. I completely ruined it because I mean, you might say, oh, you ruined it because you put Guns N' Roses in black permanent marker on the back. No, I ruined it because I did it the wrong way. So that's what that song makes me think about. So here's an interesting thing. My buddy said he wanted to do like a just nostalgia night. You know, grab the VHS videotapes, watch movies that we recorded off of television with commercials and everything. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I can, you know, kind of make a weekend of it. It is this house that he has down in this other town where we grew up. And I was like, that's cool. I could bring like home movies, you know, because we always made home movies with this huge ass camcorder in the 80s and 90s. So he's like, yeah, that's cool. So I was looking for videotapes. So I go over to my mother's house. My sister was over there, and I started looking for this stuff, going through all this VHS of just nonsense, of just wall to wall, just recorded TV. Nothing in particular, like just recorded TV. So we're going over tape after tape of this stuff. Finally, we find this gem. I'm 12 and my sister is 10, and we're basically just making faces in the mirror, but we're doing it in front of the camera. And I'm like, so what were we thinking? That I'm just gonna be sitting there just talking in front of the camera for hours on end? Well, thanks for joining me on my way to work. Be sure to hit like and subscribe as these episodes come out. They come out when they come out, you know what I mean? But yeah, also leave a comment. Keep the conversation rolling. And that one guy that did leave a comment, I'm just messing with you, dude. We're cool. You're cool. Don't hit unsubscribe. But I will see you next time.